Thought it was the police again. Hi, fans of high-quality entertainment. I want to talk about the Beatles, believe it or not. You thought I was going to talk about the Ramones. Before I get into... I'm pretty excited about this. My idea is for... You know, there's young people that aren't that familiar with the Beatles. Maybe there's even some older people that aren't, you know, into the Beatles. And I thought, what a great introduction to the Beatles to make a playlist with their whole history from start to finish. And I was thinking 1 hour, you know, just wouldn't be enough time, you know, because they have a few good songs. So I thought, keep it under 2 hours, which I did. But I left off a lot of good songs. I would just love your thoughts on the choices of songs that I made, and what songs would you replace with whatever other songs. Let's have some fun. But before I do, I want to talk seriously about my 2 latest polls I did in Community on my front page. A recent one, which so far has 522 votes, is who is your favorite Beatle? Kind of surprisingly, I thought it would be John Lennon, but Paul McCartney at 35%, John Lennon at 31%, George Harrison at 24%, as 1 or 2 of you stated in the comments on this poll, poor Ringo at 5%, and none of them, which has got a higher percentage than Ringo at 6%. And thank you for all the comments. I read every comment. And one that really stood out, sorry, I had to find it, was by the YouTuber Mean Mr. Mael. And if you haven't checked out his channel, he does a lot of great videos on the Beatles and vinyl records and everything. It's almost as entertaining as this channel. He chose John Lennon and he said, "It figures. I keep telling everybody that it's all about Paul McCartney today and fewer people care about John Lennon." And in a way, Paul McCartney has he has a few more years of recorded music than John Lennon. And that's why, I guess, you know, there's fans that of course loved Wings, and then maybe they went back and listened to the Beatles, but, you know, Paul McCartney's their favorite. And my answer, though, is maybe I should do another poll at some point for fans of the Beatles that were alive during the era of the Beatles. Because I think if that was the case, I think most fans would choose John Lennon. I would. Because when I was, you know, when I was younger, you know, of course I loved the Beatles, John Lennon was my favorite. Not to downplay Paul McCartney's work, George Harrison's work, or Ringo Starr's awesome drumming. I mean, most Beatles fans, of course, love all 4 Beatles. And it's, you know, it's just entertaining. It's fun to, who's your favorite Beatle? But, you know, I don't take any of these polls too seriously, except when I posted, my latest poll is, and so far it has 284 votes, what is the best 60s band in this list? And then I list 5 artists, 5 bands. And the thing to remember with these polls is YouTube only provides 5 choices. I can't have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 choices. And I didn't want to include the Beatles in this poll because obviously I have a lot of Beatles fans that watch my Beatles related videos, and they, no matter what, they would have had the highest percentage. So I don't want to focus on the Beatles in every poll. But of course, somebody chose the Rolling Stones, but then they wrote, "Where's the Beatles as an option?" You can't win with these polls. And when I do top 10 lists, there's always somebody kind of, you know, complaining, where's comfortably numb or whatever. And it's like, this is my top 10 list. Make your own list. And I responded with, oh boy, ... I can only list 5 choices, and obviously the Beatles would be most people's first choice. I don't want to focus on the Beatles in every list I do. Thank you. I sure told him, didn't I? But, so just please realize that when I do these polls, there's only 5 choices, and it's just entertainment purposes. Don't take it too seriously. But anyway, for that one so far, the Rolling Stones at 35%, then kind of surprisingly, the Doors at 24%, and the Who at 20%, the Beach Boys at 16%, and the Kinks at 5%. So if you go to my front page, just right at the top, there's Community, you click on that, and then you'll see lots and lots of different polls. And I even go back and I check for comments on the older polls. So thank you everybody for participating. It's fun. And I do a poll, sometimes 2 in a day. Okay, here we go. This was really hard to do because I left out some damn good songs. But it's my girlfriend Molly. Never leaves me alone. So, the history of the Beatles in 2 hours or 36 songs. I'd love to see your list, or just say what songs you would have left out and what songs you would have included instead. I'll read this off quickly. And there's a link for the 2-hour playlist, and all kinds of different playlists on my Spotify account if you want to check them out. I'll leave it in the description below. Number 1, it has to start, well, it doesn't have to start, but I wanted to start it with I Saw Her Standing There. Sorry, there's a hair out of place. That's what she said. Number 2, Please Please Me. So, you know, the very start of their recording career. And then, number 3, just showing you how quickly they're maturing and their songwriting is getting better and better. Number 3, It Won't Be Long. Number 4, I Want to Hold Your Hand. And, you know, I had to include most of their greatest hits, but I also wanted to include some album tracks that I think fans that don't know of the Beatles would be kind of impressed with. Number 5, A Hard Day's Night. Number 6, And I Love Her. Number 7, No Reply. Number 8, Yesterday. Number 9, Ticket to Ride. Now I left out Help because I had a longer list, and then I gotta keep this under two hours, and so I had to remove Help. Between Help and Ticket to Ride, I love Ticket to Ride more. Number 10, Norwegian Wood. They're starting to change, they're starting to grow, as usual, year by year. Number 11, I had to include an early George Harrison song. It's one of my favorites, Think for Yourself. I had his earlier song, Don't Bother Me, his first song with the Beatles, but like I said, I have time constraints, so I had to remove it. Number 12, In My Life. Number 13, Rain. Number 14, another George Harrison song, Taxman. Number 15, Yellow Submarine. And Wrinkle only has 2 songs in this list, but I wanted to stay away from covers, partially because some people would complain. And so he doesn't really have, he only has a handful of songs. But of course I had to include Yellow Submarine. Didn't have to, but I did. And it shows their lightheartedness too. Number 16, Eleanor Rigby. Number 17, Tomorrow Never Knows. Number 18, the other Ringo Starr song that he sings, With a Little Help from My Friends. Number 19, A Day in the Life. So there's only one song from Sgt. Pepper. Sorry. Now, these are almost in chronological order. I guess I could. I guess these two songs would be after the next two songs, but whatever. Number 19, A Day in the Life. Number 20, I Am the Walrus. Number 21, Penny Lane. Number 22, Strawberry Fields Forever. Number 23, Hey Jude. 24, Revolution. 25, Dear Prudence. Number 26, While My Guitar Gently Weeps. You know, there's certain songs I almost had to include. Number 27, Blackbird. Number 28, Helter Skelter. Number 29, Hey Bulldog. Number 30, Across the Universe. And there's 3 different versions, and I use the one that's on the Past Masters. I love all 3 versions, but I just chose that one. Number 31, Let It Be, and there's 2 versions of that. I use the version that's on the Let It Be album with the awesome guitar solo by George Harrison. Excuse me for the silent burp. Number 32, Something. See, I didn't include Here Comes the Sun, which it might even be more popular than Something, but I could only include one. Number 33, Oh Darling. Number 34, Because. See, it was between Because and Here Comes the Sun, and I wanted, you know, for new listeners, just the gorgeous harmonies that the Beatles did. And so I wanted to include Because. Number 35, I Want You, She's So Heavy. And number 36, The End. So I would love your thoughts on what you think of my list. 2 hours of the Beatles or 36 songs. What would you include or exclude in my list? And what would you replace them with? Isn't this fun? Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.